All right, well, we are getting in the spirit of Christmas right now. Someone who does not use slang. We're talking family, togetherness, and of course a little holiday romance. We're going to get a sneak peek of Karen Kingsbury's The Christmas Ring. It hits theaters this Thursday.
No one will ever love you like Dad.
Any news on your ring?
What about that reward?
There's an antique dealer who might have found my Christmas ring.
I finally found a diamond in the rough.
Not her ring.
Moving forward is hard.
What about you, Vanessa? Are you ready?
I think I'm falling for her.
It scares me, Ben.
Me too.
Oh, so amazing. The Christmas Ring. She says you don't need to read it prior to. Just get your tickets to see it on the big screen. Please welcome in the one and only Karen Kingsbury.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Wow, every time I see it, even in the trailer, I get just tears in my eyes because I'm so excited. It comes out Thursday. People are going to love it.
I know. I loved watching your face, watching the trailer. So tell us what it's all about. Give us an overview of this beautiful plot line.
Yes, so it's about Vanessa Mayfield, who is a Gold Star widow, and she has lost an heirloom that's been in the family since World War II. And it's a beautiful ring that they've always called the Christmas ring. So she stops into antique shops and looks online and always prays that she'll find it one day. She goes into an antique shop, in this case, and it's Miller's Antiques, owned by Howard Miller and his son, Ben. And she and Ben strike up a friendship that's looking a lot more like love when the incredible, crazy thing happens that Howard Miller, Kelsey Grammer, finds this bauble that's a diamond in the rough. And it just might be the very thing that she's looking for, and now he's about to sell it.
Oh.
Crazy conflict, yes.
Yeah, a widow, an heirloom, a ring that's lost, a romance. Where did the inspiration for this story come from?
Well, you know, I always think of my mom lost a ring that my dad had given her, and it was gone. It was nowhere. And, you know, we always prayed that she'd find it. It really meant a lot. She took apart the sink and everything trying to find it, like in pipes. And finally, my sister was praying about it, and it felt like she heard the Lord say, go look under the couch, which of course they had looked there.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was there. And it was just like a miracle. So I thought I want to do a story about a ring. That would be special. And then this one is set in, of course, we filmed it in Franklin, Tennessee, but it's set in Columbus, Georgia, a military town. And it was a chance to pay tribute to military, you know, the men and women who serve are giving us a great sacrifice by what they do. And of course, at Christmas time, God gave us a great sacrifice in sending Jesus.
Yeah, and a lot of them background actors in the film. One of them in particular made his debut, a World War II veteran.
Yes, it was amazing. I literally put out a call in social media and I said, we don't want to use actors for military. We really want to make this authentic. So if you've served, if you're active or retired military, men and women, let us know and you can be in the movie. And hundreds wrote in. And we actually got to choose about 100 who were in the movie. If you see someone in a uniform, they actually are military. And there's a scene where it's a big dance and Vanessa Mayfield, Jana Kramer, says, you know, stand if you've ever served, and everyone you see standing, they actually served, including our World War II vet that I never saw coming, James Daniels, and he lives in Memphis, and he still rides his tractor, he feeds his cattle, wears his uniform, still fits in his dress blues. He was phenomenal, and all of the other military, it was like Christmas for them in real life because they got to shake the hand of a World War II vet.
That's amazing. So special. I know you said that you just keep crying every time you see it in the theater. And this is the first time you put out a movie before the book. So what was it like seeing that come to life on the big screen?
Well, it was really special because we wrote the script. Tyler Russell is the director, and he and I wrote the script as well. And I was, as the reader, as like a consumer, I'm like, I love this story, but I'm going to need more. So after we were already well into casting, I went ahead and just took a few days apart and wrote the book. Which has more of the information. But the thing is, when I write a book, usually I'm seeing a movie in my head. So this time it was in reverse, and it was really a spectacular and emotional experience. So, you know, we've only shown it at the premiere, and then we had a group of women that got to see the first, you know, viewing of it. And I just cried through the whole thing, listening to them laugh and cry and be amazed at the movie and watching it come to life on the screen. It belongs in theaters, and I think that's what's moving me is people are going to go and they're going to come into a theater starting Thursday as strangers, and they are going to walk out of Community.
Yeah, and talk more about what it was like working with, Kelsey Grammer, Jana Kramer, huge names.
Yeah, we were so blessed to get these. I mean, this feels like a series of miracles. We didn't even know we were doing a movie in March. That's how this was just came out of nowhere. Kelsey Grammer only had a few weeks to be able to decide. I thought, oh, please, Lord, let him at least read the script. And he did, and he loved it, but he had a conflict of timing. One, he had to be at home, in LA for his son's birthday. And then a few days later, he needed to fly to London to be in a Marvel movie.
Oh, wow.
So how are we going to fit in the middle of that, this independent film? But he loved it so much, and he made it work, and we shifted our schedule a little bit. He only needed to be in one location, and we needed him for 3 days. It was just what he had. Like, if he had gotten a headache and been out for an hour, we would have lost the whole thing. But that's movie making. It's a lot of risk. You take it because it's worth the payoff. And he was amazing, so kind. We became friends during it, and he asked me to pray that he'd find the true lie, which is his way of saying all of us who create are creating something that's not real. We make things up for a living. But, he was somebody who said, I want to get as close to the truth as I can, and he did.
Well, I think you have in this. Thank you so much, Karen Kingsbury.
Congratulations.
Thanks for having me. So good.
Yes. The Christmas Ring is in theaters this Thursday. Be sure to get your tickets and pick up a copy of the book, too. You can read more at KarenKingsbury.com.